There's a castle in Scotland where visitors still report hearing the screams of prisoners who died there over 400 years ago. That's enough to make your skin crawl. But it gets worse. Edinburgh Castle sits on top of an extinct volcano and has been a place of imprisonment, torture and execution throughout its long history. But it's the castle's dungeons where secrets still remain. Secrets that forensic teams can't explain to this day. In 2001, paranormal investigators brought in thermal cameras and audio equipment to try and document the phenomena. What they captured was terrifying. The team experienced sudden drops in temperature of 30 degrees in a matter of seconds, disembodied voices speaking in the old Scots dialect, and shadow figures moving through solid stone walls. But the most chilling discovery came from the French prisoners' graffiti carved into the dungeon walls during the Napoleonic Wars. The etchings weren't just names and dates, but detailed descriptions of the torture methods used on them and other prisoners. The castle's official historian, Professor David Caldwell, says some of the prisoners described in the etchings, paintings and markings never existed according to any castle records. There are also several unmarked burial sites beneath the Great Hall that contained far more bodies than any historical documentation accounts for. Professor Caldwell says ground-penetrating radar revealed these burials, but we don't know who they are, when they died, or even if they're supposed to be there. Some remains show evidence of violent deaths that don't match any recorded executions or battles. That's not all. In one area, room temperature electromagnetic field readings spiked to levels that would indicate massive electrical equipment, but there's no wiring or technology in those areas. The castle's stones themselves seem to be conducting energy from an unknown source. Most recently, security footage from 2019 captured doors opening and closing on their own, objects moving across tables, and most disturbing of all, human-shaped figures walking through areas where the motion sensors detect no movement. Professor Caldwell says there are parts of the fortress that remain sealed off to the public because the maintenance workers refuse to enter them. They report feeling watched, hearing whispers in languages that predate English, and finding tools moved to impossible locations overnight. Scientists have tested the stone composition, acoustic properties, and geological stability of the castle, and everything checks out as normal, yet the phenomena continue. Whatever happened in those dungeons all those years ago apparently left an imprint that modern science still can't decode or eliminate. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever visited Edinburgh Castle? Would you go now after hearing this? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe for more terrifying tales. See you next time.